I think that almost everything about it is difficult. And first and foremost, the extreme symptoms and feeling it. Then the lack of having a life or being able to have a life and the dependency that you have on others. Plus the treatments that you do with doctors that don't have a clue, that people that gaslight you, the extreme hopes when you start something new, but then when it doesn't work, when the symptoms increase, the complete feeling that all your hopes, dreams, life is crushed. I think it's a nightmare actually. What we see is that usually after a good phase, people become ill. They get a viral infection. This viral infection sort of cleanses the cells, and in the cells we store years of trauma, extreme stress, extreme emotions. Usually this also comes together with all kinds of negative beliefs that we have about ourselves and behavior that we should do in order to deal with that. But at a certain moment, the stress comes up and it needs to be processed. But then the brain is in resistance and creates symptoms to protect you. And those symptoms can become a negative spiral. Presence to get out of your mind, feeling to connect with the body, and then releasing and crying emotions. The biggest thing is to be in bed and wait for symptoms to disappear. I mean, that's a total waste of time. The second thing is engaging in all kinds of treatments that put your health outside of yourself, that make you dependent. For example, spending all your money on supplements. And then finally, living with the spoony mindset. That means believing that you have limited energy and that you need to be very careful. And then you start pacing in a way that becomes very toxic. I recommend listening to the podcast that is called "This is Why You Are Suffering from a Chronic Disease." I've also made a podcast called "How to Deal with Your Partner, Work, Friends and Family." And another podcast that you could listen to is Finding the Root Cause of Your Symptoms, because in that one, I explain the entire process of having a release plus understanding what is going on.